Most people hate saving money because they think saving means suffering. No eating out, no coffee, no shopping, no fun, no travel, no enjoyment. Just work, save, repeat. And honestly, if that is how you see saving, of course you will hate it. Because nobody wants to live a life that feels like punishment. But saving money should not feel like you are destroying your life. Saving money should feel like you are protecting your future. The problem is, many people try to save money in the wrong way. They cut everything they enjoy. They become too strict. They force themselves to stop spending completely. Then, after a few weeks, they get tired. They feel deprived. They feel miserable. Then they overspend again. And after overspending, they feel guilty. Then they try to save again. Then they become too strict again. And the cycle repeats. This is why many people fail at saving, not because they are lazy, but because their saving plan is unrealistic. If your plan makes you hate your life, you will not follow it for long. The goal is not to save as much as possible for 2 weeks. The goal is to save consistently for years. That is how real financial progress happens. So, how do you save without feeling miserable? The first step is to stop thinking that saving means removing all happiness. Saving is not about saying no to everything. Saving is about saying yes to what actually matters. If you spend money on everything, you have less money for the things that truly matter. But if you cut the things you don't care about, you can keep spending on things you actually enjoy. That is the key. Don't cut everything. Cut the things that do not give you real value. For example, maybe you love good coffee. Fine, keep your coffee. But maybe you are paying for 3 subscriptions you barely use. Cancel those. Maybe you enjoy eating out with friends once a week. Fine, keep that. But maybe you order food delivery every night because you are too tired to plan. Fix that habit. Maybe you like buying clothes. Fine. But maybe you're buying random sale items you don't even wear. Stop that. Saving becomes easier when you stop cutting the things you love and start cutting the things you don't even notice. The second step is to create a guilt free spending budget. This is important. Many people fail at saving because they don't give themselves permission to enjoy money. So every time they spend, they feel guilty. But guilt is not a good financial system. Instead, decide in advance how much you can spend freely. For example, this month, I can spend 3,000 pesos on anything I want: coffee, food, shopping, movies, small rewards, no guilt, no overthinking, no shame, because it is already part of the plan. This makes saving feel less restrictive. You are not saying, I can enjoy life. You're saying, I can enjoy life within a limit. That limit protects you. Because when you don't have a guilt free spending budget, you might either overspend or become too strict. Both can backfire. A good budget should include enjoyment, because if your budget has no room for happiness, you will eventually rebel against it. The third step is to pay yourself first. This is one of the simplest but most powerful saving habits. Most people do this. Salary comes in, they pay bills, they spend, they eat out, they shop, they help others. Then they save whatever is left. But usually nothing is left. So instead, reverse the order. When your salary comes in, save first. Even it is small. Save 500 pesos. Save 1,000 pesos. Save 5%. Save 10%. The amount depends on your income and responsibilities. But the habits is the important part. Because if saving is last, it will always lose. Your future self should not only receive leftovers, Pay yourself first means you treat saving like an important bill. A bill for your future freedom. A bill for your emergency fund. A bill for your peace of mind. And once those money is saved, you live on what remains. The fourth step is to make saving automatic. If you rely on motivation, saving becomes harder because some days you will feel disciplined. Other days you will feel tired, stressed, emotional, or tempted. So make it automatic. The moment your salary arrives, transfer money to another account, an emergency fund account, a savings account, an investment account, anywhere that is not too easy to spend from. If you have to manually decide every time, you will keep negotiating with yourself. I'll save next payday. I'll save after this expense. I'll save when I earn more. I'll save after this one purchase. Automation removes the negotiation. It turns saving into a system. And systems are stronger than motivation. The fifth step is to save for something specific. Saving money just to save money can feel boring, but saving for a clear reason feels powerful. Ask yourself, what am I saving for? An emergency fund? Freedom from debt? A house? A business? Travel without guilt? The ability to leave a toxic job? The ability to help family without destroying myself? Peace of mind? When your goal is clear, saving becomes easier because you are not just avoiding spending. You are building something. You are buying future options. You are buying safety. You are buying freedom. This is why you need to name your savings. Instead of one account called savings, create goals. Emergency fund, house fund, freedom fund, travel fund, investment fund. When you see the purpose, you become more motivated to protect the money. The sixth step is to use the 24-hour rule. When you want to buy something that is not urgent, wait 24 hours. Don't buy immediately. Add it to cart. Then leave it. If you still want it tomorrow and it fits your budget, maybe buy it. But many times after 24 hours, the excitement disappears. You realize you didn't really need it. You were just bored, or stressed, or emotional, or influenced by a sale. This rule works because many bad purchases are emotional. They feel urgent in the moment, but they become less important once the emotion fades. Waiting protects you from your impulsive self, and sometimes the easiest way to save money is to not say no forever. It is just to say not right now. The seventh step is to stop making saving look extreme. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to save 50% of your salary immediately. You don't need to stop all fun. You don't need to live like you are punishing yourself. Start with a number you can repeat. If you can only save 500 pesos, start there. If you can save 1,000 pesos, start there. If you can save 10%, start there. The goal is consistency. A small amount saved every payday is better than a huge amount saved once and then abandoned. Saving is a habit before it becomes a result, and habits are built by repetition. The eighth step is to increase your savings slowly. When you get used to saving 1,000 pesos, increase it to 1,500, then 2,000 pesos, then more if possible. When your salary increases, don't immediately upgrade your lifestyle. Increase your savings first. This is how you avoid lifestyle inflation. Because if every salary becomes a new phone, new clothes, new subscriptions, and more expensive habits, you will always feel broke. But if every salary increase increases your savings and investments, your life starts to change. The ninth step is to remember what saving actually gives you. Saving is not just about money in the bank. Saving gives you peace. It gives you options. It gives you confidence. It gives you the ability to handle emergencies. It gives you the ability to say no. It gives you the ability to make decisions without panic. When you have no savings, every problem becomes a crisis. A broken phone becomes a crisis. A hospital bill becomes a crisis. A delayed salary becomes a crisis. A job loss becomes a crisis. But when you have savings, you breathe differently. You think differently. You move differently. You are not always one emergency away from debt. That is why saving matters. Not because money is everything, but because having no money when you need it make everything harder. So the goal is not to become miserable just to save money. The goal is to build a life where you are not constantly stressed by money. You can still enjoy life. You can still eat out sometimes. You can still buy things you like. You can still reward yourself, but do it with intention. Spend on what matters. Cut what doesn't. Pay yourself first. Automate your savings. Give yourself guilt-free spending and build slowly. Because saving money should not feel like punishment. It should feel like self-respect. It is you telling yourself, my future matters. My peace matters. My goals matter. I don't want to work forever just to stay broke. So start small. Save something on your next payday, even if it feels small, because the amount may be small, but the identity is big. You are becoming the type of person who protects their future. And that is how saving becomes less miserable. Not by removing joy from your life, but by giving your money a purpose. If this video helped you, subscribe for more videos about money, mindset, habits, and self-improvement.